Roy Jones Jr. How's it going?
Good.
I'm just getting right into it. Devin Haney, Lomachenko Saturday, undisputed. A lot of opinions. I just wanted to get yours.
Well, like I said, for me it's boxing again, right? And you know, we all want to see people win and do well. To me, either guy that lost Saturday night was going to be bad for me because I love both guys. I thought they fought one hell of a fight. I thought the fight really could have gone either way, which is why I say I would have gave it a draw. And in a draw, the champ does keep his belt, and we go back and redo it. But I think that because there's so much controversy, these two guys should not move. Let's keep boxing going while it's going. Because of the controversy, everybody that's involved, emotionally, physically, mentally, however it is, they would all be involved enough to want to see it again. That calls for a great pay-per-view night, right? That's what boxing is all about. Making money, but getting your money's worth. If you pay for that fight Saturday night, you got your money's worth from both sides. You understand me? And for people who say, oh, they cheated, well, there's arguments on both sides that these guys want to fight. You know what I mean? You can look at Loma's early shots to the head and say, well, he landed more shots to the head, but overall, Haney was landing more shots overall because he was landing body shots and head shots. The body shots were making Loma look a little different than we ever seen Loma look before, so they obviously were being effective. When you're landing effective punches, they count. Although it don't look good because the head ain't bounced back, they still count. Some of the Loma shot had his head bounced back, which looked more impressive to some people, but if you know boxing, you know all of it. I know all of it. So that being said, Haney dominated the early part of the fight. Loma dominated the second part of the fight. Haney come back in the last round and regained his winning weight. So with that being said, you can't take the champ belts away on that situation. You understand me? But at the same time, like I said, you can see where if Loma would have had a 12th round like his 11th round was, I might have gave him a fight on that because that means he would have won 3 of the last championship rounds. He did win 2 of them, but he lost the last. So because of that, I can't give it to you because he's the champ. You feel me? I'd like to, but he's the champ. You can't give the champ belts away if he come back in that last championship round after being dominated the worst round he got dominated in the whole fight in round 11 and winning the last round. That's saying a lot. So I can't take his belts like that. You understand me? I do understand, but I just can't take his belts like that. Now, the early part of the fight, yeah, like I said, people see different things. Different judges see different things. And to be honest with you, I know the judges were trying hard because if you look at it, except one judge's card, 113, 115, 113, 115. So if Loma wins the last round, we got to draw anyway. So we got to do it again anyway, right? That's what I was feeling. So it's like I still probably could have gave it a draw because I thought he won round 11 bigger than Haney won any of the other rounds, which is why I probably would have gave it a draw. But I'm not mad at a Haney win because Haney was champ, and to beat the champ, you got to take the belt. So.
You know what people were saying that the weight cut might make Devin's last opportunity being at 135. Would that affect if they did a rematch?
I don't think so. He's not like he won't grow between yesterday and Saturday and the next fight. It's not like he's 24. He's through growing. Yeah, his body gonna mature a little more, but he's through growing. So if he really wanted to make it, he could. I mean, and if the money was right, if I were him, I would if the money was right. But if the money ain't right, nah. But if the money's right, yeah, it's worth it because that's a fight that you already been in, you already understand it, and you know you got a place to go up in it. Loma really probably was at his max. Now Loma gonna be back a little bit fresher because now he's not gonna be on a year layoff, but we probably seen the most he gonna give us in a fight like that. You feel me? We didn't see the most Devin can give us because he's on the way up. You understand me? He learned more in that fight, and that fight gonna make him a better fighter. So for him going to a rematch, he'll definitely have the advantage because he's bigger. And that fight should have made him a better fighter.
You know, seeing that pound for pound, you've been the king of pound for pound on everyone's list for like ever. Does that performance from Devin warrant him on a pound for pound list? And you know, people would say give him his flowers at the early age.
I'm saying like he was already on my pound for pound list because of what he did with Kambosos. He went to Australia twice and beat Kambosos in his own backyard. He was a 23-year-old man. You understand me? How many people gonna do that? He became undisputed champ of the world at 23 years old. If that ain't pound for pound, what is? So I can't say that performance made, no, that performance definitely didn't take him away from it either though, because look who he fight. When other fighters were at that age in their career and Loma was a little younger, they declined the Loma fight. Why? Because Loma is such a sophisticated fighter that they didn't want to take the crazy chance. And in my opinion, that would have been a crazy chance. But now that Haney got the opportunity and Loma was a little bit older, Haney took it. And Haney won. Just like Haney took the Kambosos fight in Australia, and Haney won it twice. So Haney's been defying the odds every time. And with that being said, how can you not have on your pound list?
You know, there's other people that, you know, like you've been in, you beat one guy, beat another guy. What more? You know, that constant. They bring up Shakur and Tank. Who do you see in those three if you could rank? And is that something that has to happen now, or it could happen a little later?
I'm not gonna rank them because they all three very good at what they do in their own ways. You understand me? And they all three gonna make for three. They're gonna make for some terrific fights. You understand me? And styles make fights. So no matter how we rank them, styles make fights. Until they get in the ring, we don't know anyway. So I think all three of the guys are capable of being the best of the division at the time. They all either gonna meet at 135 or they all gonna meet at 140 because they are all on a collision course. So they all gotta meet at some point if they want to prove to be the best. And what I like about this is that Tank took Garcia, and because he took Garcia, it put him at the top of the heat first. Now Devin come back and take Loma, it brings him back up to the top of the heat, so now they're here. Now Shakir's moved up the weight class. He did beat Valdez, but now he got to find somebody to beat it, put him back up there at the top of the heat with them. So they're all trying to compete and keep up with one another. He even wants to fight one of them to get back to the top of the heat, and that's what you want. You want to see these guys vying to be the best of the division. That's what I love the most, and that's what I'm looking for.
Awesome. And then before I let you go, just overall, the fact that because this fight was highly technical, and you mentioned that Lomachenko, similar like the Teofimo fight, that 12th round, kind of gave away the fight, and that some people scorecards. Where does Lomachenko go from here, seeing that Devin's most likely going to 140? What should Lomachenko do next?
Well, if I were Loma, I would actually I would go back to 130 and try to become the undisputed champion 130 because I still think he can do that. 135, these guys, as professionals, these guys are a little too big. You understand me? And it's like no different than the fight with Lopez, as the fight with Haney. And like I said, you saw, if you're a fan, you saw ways to get a fight to both sides. You understand me? Because Loma did have some good moves early, but it wasn't the same old Loma we used to see, so he didn't have the dominance. The champ had good dominance early, and the champ came back in the last round and dominated again. So it's like, in my opinion, it's either a draw or the champ keep it up. One or the other. They gave it to the champ, okay, and most of them about 2 points. I'm not mad at that, because if Loma wins the last round, the fight is a draw. Yeah. I'm not mad at that either. You understand me? So they ain't like they was cheap. If they was cheating, you saw a lopsided card. Yeah. They weren't cheap. They were just going what they saw. What happens is, some people, because of what they like, some people like the effective body punching, they gave them a few more the early rounds than people thought. Because they thought they liked the headshot, so they tried to give it to Loma early because of the headshot. You got to count effective body work. That's what brought Loma down. That's what allowed Haney to be able to win the 12th round. He got dominated the 11th round. That's what allowed him to be able to come back and win the 12th round because he had invested in that body early. You understand me? So the investment came back to save him. Say it how you want to. I mean, this boxing is crazy. We do need open scores so that we can see and know what's going on. We do need that because that way it's hard for a person to cheat, because if you cheat, they're going to see it. You understand me? And we know you're just being biased. So we do need open scoring. But at the same time, when there's a good technical boxing match going on, it all depends on what you're judging. If you're judging just headshots, yeah, you're going to give it to Loma. If you're judging effective shots, effective body shots, and headshots, you're going to give it to Haney. So it all depends on what you're looking for. You understand where I'm coming from? That's the real problem. But we make it open scoring, then we're going to know what you're looking for. Because the county box numbers going to tell you what you're looking for. Just like I said, in one of the rounds, and this probably was one of the most telling rounds of the fight. Loma landed, I think, 14 shots, and Haney landed 15 shots. But Loma's were all head shots, and Haney's were head and body shots. 8 of them might have been body shots. Well, some people would say, oh, well, Loma landed more head shots. You will give it to them. That's what they want. But these effective body shots would cause Haney to be able to win the last round. So you can't not count them. They count. So he won the round 15-14. Simple. Now, does it look like Loma won that round in some people's eyes? Yes, because he landed more headshots. But effectively, did he truly win the round? No, because they were effective body shots. So that's where the mix-up comes in.
Awesome. I appreciate the time from the Hall of Famer that never made these type of controversies happen in his career, because, man, he got him out of there, and he made it very easy, so.
Got nerve to say, I ain't fighting nobody. I just made him look like nobody.
Hey.